Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces for the month of February. You can have Pisces anywhere in your chart, you can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, Pisces, when I was getting into your energy, I don't know why this happens, but I get the major arcana cards for Pisces and Cancer switched around all the time. Pisces is the moon card and Cancer is the chariot. But I think it's because like the moon card often has a crab in it and the crab represents Cancer. And so I just am always like getting those confused. And so I was seeing a lot of crabs for you. I don't know if you might have a lot of Cancer in your chart, or if there was something around the Cancer season, like that's late June and the first like 2/3 of July is Cancer season. So there could have been something going on for you around that time, or will be going on for you around that time this year. Now, I got a song for you guys, and the song that I got was Let's Go Crazy by Prince and the Revolution. Now, for some reason, whenever I hear or like think the word revolution, when I was like listening to the song, I kept hearing it as like revolution. I don't know what, and I feel like that's from like a movie, but I don't know what movie that is from. Um, but so the song itself is pretty much talking about. Now, I love the opening of that song. He says, "Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life." Um, and I feel like that's what this is kind of about. It's just like, I feel like maybe at this point, with the way that things have been, is like you're just kind of like getting through things, but also it's like it's kind of like about embracing the absurdity, like letting our freak flag fly. Um, and he uses an elevator as a metaphor a lot in the song, and it's like whenever life is trying to bring you down, punch a higher floor. So it's like taking responsibility for ourselves and like bringing ourselves up instead of letting the world bring us down, which is easy to do. And I understand, like, I'm not one of those people that says you have to be like happy all the time and whatever. It's we can embrace our emotions, but I don't know, I feel like you're just being called to kind of like, yeah, like revolutionize your own life right now. Like punch a higher floor, ascend, go to higher heights than you're currently at right now, is what I'm kind of hearing. Now, I was called to start with, oh, that's interesting. I was going to start with Black Moon Astrology, but I think I'm actually going to start with, which I actually took the box off of my little thing up here because I had it up there, but I was like, I haven't been using it, so I'm just going to take it out. But it's the Law of Attraction cards, so I'm being called to start with that. I just want one card for Pisces. I almost said Cancer again, so you can have Cancer in your chart. I don't know, but okay. Can I have one card for Pisces, please, for February? Pisces, please. Pisces. One card for Pisces, please. Okay. I can learn to prioritize my intentions. So I do feel like that's kind of like making yourself a priority is what I'm hearing. Now I'm seeing the spiral. Does that have something to do with Prince? Does he have a spiral? No. I don't know. I'm seeing this spiral really heavily. Even though it's a really, really small part of this card, I'm seeing it like it's playing a big part. Now, it's like the golden ratio, right? Is what I always hear with the spiral. It's kind of like the design of life and how It's actually perfect, and we need to learn. It's like that embracing the absurdity is what I'm hearing. It's embracing the design of life. Like, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. We are all getting through this thing called life, and that's all we can do, really. This is, I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, now I'm going to use the Black Moon Astrology cards. That's what I was actually called to use first. Black Moon Astrology. Can I have 1 or 2 cards, please, for Pisces? I almost said Cancer again. I haven't done the Cancer reading, so I don't know. Can I have 1 or 2 cards for Pisces, please? Interesting. Oh, look, Cancer's on the bottom. I feel, and then look, desire. I feel desire. Now you have 57 here, and this is a 37. I feel desire, and then this breaks down to a 7. Yeah, with that fire element, desire, I'm getting the sense that it's like, it's like embracing life. That's what you're being called to do, is like maybe just kind of like shed this mold. Like you've outgrown this shell. Like that's what I'm getting here with this woman right now. It's like she maybe once inhabited this shell. She once fit inside it. She was so small she fit inside it, and now she is this. She's outgrown her living environment. She's outgrown what she once was. And you have a desire to be that. You have a desire to outgrow whatever it is you've been doing in life, and like just embrace the absurdity. Let your freak flag fly. Like that's your desire. You know, when you think about it, like when we embrace who we are, that's quote unquote letting our freak flag fly. And that is desire. By just living uninhibitedly. Okay, so I feel like you're being called to do something that like is totally outside your comfort zone, Pisces. And that it's like really, really pulling on you right now. Like especially with that Cancer, I feel desire. You feel desire for something. You feel desire for I didn't take it because it didn't actually come out, but it was like sideways. It said the world. I feel desire for the world. I love that. Like, maybe you're really getting an urge, like with this whole like pandemic thing and like lack of travel. It's like you're really wanting to like go explore again. But maybe it's like there are ways to do that without traveling, I guess. It's not the same thing, but you know, like books and writing and everything. I got a message for Pisces, I don't know, it was a while back, about writing a book, and it was like a really strong message. Can I have one more for Pisces, please? Can I have one more Black Moon Astrology card for Pisces for February? I don't know if it's going to give me one, you guys. Already at 9 minutes. Oh, time flies. Can I have one? Actually, you know what? Okay. I'm going to get an archetype card actually for you guys. Can I have one archetype card for Pisces, please? One archetype card for Pisces. I have an archetype card. That's way too many. I just need one. Can I have an archetype card for Pisces, please? Archetype card, because I feel desire. I feel desire. I feel desire. Oh, okay. student we got. Now, it's interesting. We do have priest on the bottom, so it could be like a spiritual desire, like something that you're learning about yourself spiritually. But with this card, it's really, really rooted. Your knowledge. Humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Now, I was talking about books, and this person is reading. So maybe that's how you're getting your fix right now, like learning about different cultures, I'm hearing, because of the worldliness that I was sensing. And maybe you're just like reading and reading and reading and reading as much as you possibly can right now because of the fire element. Like, it's such a fast energy. I'm not getting a negative sense to this, like, so I'm not even going to look at the shadow attributes, but I'm really seeing like this buckwheat here in the back. At least that's what I think it is. But it's like with every book it reads, it adds a branch of knowledge. And that's like learning and knowledge is power, right? That's a way to ascend, like with that elevator, to like punch a higher floor. The more you learn, and like, you know, they say by traveling, in a literal sense, it's a way to prevent ignorance. Now, since we can't really travel right now, it's like reading is a way to prevent ignorance because we're experiencing the stories of others. I'm getting strongly nonfiction, but then also like you could be a fiction reader, but I'm getting, maybe you're being drawn to like more nonfiction right now because of the whole like traveling prevents ignorance message there. This is interesting because it's not really like it doesn't feel like you're really like struggling very much. You're just kind of, you're taking advantage of the situation. You're using it to your advantage, which is, that song is about that. It's like, let's go crazy with the opportunities that are presented to us. Okay, hang on, I gotta kind of move a little bit. Try not to move the camera. Hang on. Sorry if that is messing with the camera, but okay, let's go ahead and get a reading for Pisces, please. This feels really good. And I don't know if you've ever heard that song, but it's like a get up and move song. It's like dance around your living room kind of song, right? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, there's a lot that came out. Now, the Four of Pentacles is on the bottom, and I feel like that's like, in this card, it's kind of like an escape to a world. That's like a book energy to me. It's like you're kind of, yeah, escaping. Now, we had 7 cards come out, so we're going to try to look at them all. The Empress, beautiful. Now, that's like embracing your feminine power. And I'm really seeing the orb on the end of her wand here. It's that moon energy again. And it's radiating. It's kind of like, by expanding your mind, you're expanding your emotions. Because the feminine energy is all about like the emotional aspects of life. And she's a 3, and I don't know why, but when I saw this card, one of the first things I saw was it's a 57, and that breaks down to a 3. Like, it breaks down to 12, and then 12 breaks down to 3. So I feel like this is the Empress. It's like you're learning to grow outside of this the confines that is your world right now. Your mind is larger than your world. It's interesting. Okay, the 6 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. This is so empowering. Now I'm just going to bring this up because these 2 cards were prominent in the Gemini reading. Now, I will say that reading was very, very heavy. but it was about embracing, not being a victim anymore, and embracing your power. And that's kind of what I'm getting here too, is like maybe that's how you were before, kind of embracing or like feeling a little bit small, like a victim. But you're just like, I don't sense that anymore. I feel like you've been lifted up and out. And so the Six of Swords typically means like moving from rough waters to calm waters. And that is like that, moving from victim mentality to being empowered. And so it's like being pulled out of the rough waters. You're ascending, excuse me, with that elevator type of energy. It's like you're ascending. And I love that the Empress and then the Queen of Wands is on both sides of this woman, because the Queen of Wands is like, she's so powerful. And we have the fire element here, and Wands represents fire. So you could really, really be embracing your passion, your desire right now. And it's kind of like you're coming out of an emotional state and going into like a passionate state. You're taking all the whatever was going on in the past and moving forward with it, and like really going into your power. And I want to see, there's 4 more cards that came out here. So we have the Star, which is healing, okay, and the 8 of Swords. Now it's a very similar energy, but instead, like, she's not being held down, but she's holding herself down from lifting up, right? She's holding herself down by holding on to, like, and I'm seeing these as like wounds, but there's healing from that. Hang on, let's look what these other 2 are. The 5 of Swords. What's going on, guys? And then the Prince of Discs. So what I'm seeing is like there was something, because I feel like this is kind of for the 6 of Swords. There was something kind of holding you back, that victim mentality, with the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. And it was something really painful, because I'm hearing like 5 or 8 minus 5 is 3. And 3 of Swords is about heartbreak and feeling hurt. So there's something that just really had you down and out, but you're lifting yourself up out of it. Now, it's probably a really slow healing process, because we have the Star here, which is the healing, and then we end with the Prince of Discs, and that's like slow and steady wins the race. Now, the Prince of Discs, he's so slow moving, but he's the only knight or prince that ever crosses the finish line, is what they say. So, but it's combined with this fire energy, because up here we have fire and earth as well, and then this is air, and air helps spread fire, right? You know what I'm seeing with this 5 of Swords and this 8 of Swords? There's something that was painful in your life, but I feel like you're using it to kind of like raise yourself back up, like when the world tries to bring you down. Well, like the song says, when the world tries to bring you down, punch a higher floor, with the elevator metaphor. And that's what you're doing, is like, this is holding you down, it's keeping you down, but you're gonna go ahead and punch a higher floor. And that's what it is like, this is a lower vibration, this is a higher vibration. Now you're trying to work with it here. There is healing and there's movement forward, but it's like you're just like, you know what, I'm done, I'm gonna punch a higher floor. And then you just like elevate. You're raised up out of those sorrowful waters, and you're just elevating to this Empress and Queen of Wands energy. When the elevator tries to bring us down, I go listen to that song, it's so good. Okay, where are we at? 19 minutes. Hang on, let me look at this star card a little bit. I'm getting like similar colorings here. Like she has on a pink dress and she has like pink skin. It's like you are manifesting your own healing. You are. It's like instead of holding on to this like you were here, it's like you're just like you completely let go and just let yourself ascend. It's so beautiful. You let yourself grow out of your environment. Like this is you in this tiny environment, and then you let yourself grow out of it. It's like you become the master. The student becomes the master. Okay. Let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice with the, we're going to use the goddess guidance. Advice for Pisces, please. Okay. Oh, you got two there. Okay. Let's see. There's Hathor, which is receptivity. It says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Allow yourself to receive. I'm hearing like a higher vibration. Receptivity, yeah, it's like be receptive to your intuition, I think, which is your desire. Maybe you're not quite out of the shell yet. Maybe you're trying to get there, but you're not quite there. Okay, and then medicine woman. Oh gosh, I can never remember how to pronounce this. Is it Ishel, I think? Or Ishel? I can't remember. I'm sorry. But what I'm seeing here in this card is these stairs here, and she's like, and it's like ascension. She is bringing in the power, right? And she's ascending. She's bringing in emotional healing, which is like this water, and she's like coming up out of it, and she's going up, 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 ascending. You are a channel for divine healing power. I feel like that's part of that receptivity, like, and because, what was it? Oh yeah, because the priest was on the bottom here. I feel like, oh, and that was in the Gemini reading too. You might have Gemini in your chart. But I feel like you're taking something. No, that's not the right way to phrase it. I feel like you could be reading a lot about like different religions and spiritualities and stuff like that, and it's helping you grow, it's helping you ascend. You're being receptive, because I don't think you are in that tiny shell anymore. I think you have already begun the ascension. I think you've already begun the ascension. That's what I felt as soon as like all this cards started coming out. It was like it felt really positive, like there wasn't really much of a reading to be done. You've already begun ascending, and you're continuing to grow and be amazing. Okay, Pisces, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today. Any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.